Hello and welcome to part 28. Stick around for the play-by-play or check out the video description. See any timestamps you like, jump ahead, go to the favorite parts that you want to see. We are just dealing with the leftover bodies from the raid last time, I believe, and we were just trying to dig some more graves, make sure we'll be ready for the next one. Looks like we're all caught up on the dead bodies. We just need to move this area away from the front here. We've been working on mining out the second layer of coal and trying to get our wall extended outward and around. So I think that will be the main focus of this video, as well as sending a caravan out for some trading. Now, we did just recently have a raid, so I think it'd be a good idea to send some of our people. Not too worried about having defenders since we just had a raid, so let's see if we can just send a few people out. I'm going to send some of these great marksmen. I believe Oswald is one of them. They're a decent marksman, so in a melee in case we get attacked during our commute. And we also want to send some animals to help carry things. Or maybe we can just trade our animals away. That's always a good idea. Just send a pair of goats. And we'll send a pair of sheep. Not going to worry about their ages right now. Let's see what we can sell. Look at all this barley we have. Let's send some barley away. Beeswax. We got a lot of beeswax. Beets. Might have to send a lot more animals if we want to trade away a lot of this. We're gonna stick with keeping the weapons in our base. I don't think we have a good enough reputation right now to be able to get, you know, those traded at all. So we'll have to wait. It's too bad because we have so much here from all these raiders attacking us. But we'll have to do with sending away the flimsy and sturdy clothing pieces that we have. We gotta make sure we send some food with our folks. I had some bread back here. Do we have enough bread? Send them with some bread. Okay, where do I go by honey? We have a decent amount of honey. It's worth a decent amount too. I wish we could trade all of that. Look how much linen cloth we have. I guess we can take a look at our chairs, see if we build any chairs in the base. We can start making that packaged food now as well. Load weight, need to send more animals. Let's see if we have some dogs we can send. Or maybe we can send a cattle. They can hold quite a lot. At least the adult ones can. You know, we don't have that many cattle available, doesn't look like. Let's see if we can just send some of the dogs. Maybe some more goats. Gonna need that to carry back. Hopefully they have limestone brick. That's what we're hoping for. We'll send some pickled vegetables. We can't send like a lot of this, unfortunately. Does not give us a lot of room. Let's see if we can get rid of some of these. Too much weight. Maybe we'll just add a sheep on there. Too much weight. just add, wow, one wool cloth. You know what? Let's just add that one wool cloth. Food is okay. Value of goods, 2,000. We do need some of that food to be brought back. Maybe we'll just buy some food when we're there. Trip duration, 22 hours. Alright, sounds good. Winter is also here. First day of winter. Now that means we won't be digging so much outside in this area. If we don't need to, we're going to try to keep that to a minimum. So we might actually just need to cut this off once it starts getting colder outside. Let's pick up the pace. Set the game speed to ×3. We're doing okay for meals right now. We don't have any limestone brick. We do have a decent amount of limestone though. Let's double check, make sure our limestone production here is set up. It is. We just need a worker to show up. We have so much raw food right now. We're gonna leave these bushes alone. I'm gonna stop collecting these. In fact, let's just cut these since winter's here. We need to start making room for the barn. One of the things I wanted to do is get the barn set up here as soon as I can, but we need to dig out all this coal. Another thing I was thinking about working on, we need to get more ladders in these corners because I do not like the idea of having just this one area where we can go up top and move along, you know, the outside here of our wall. So I wanted to build a corner here. Oh no, Alric. Alric is losing his faith in the Oak Brethren. And also there's a cold snap. Can we check out your log here? So miscellaneous is what we need to look for these. Interesting. I wonder if the cold snap is what triggered that for him. Right, caravan has left. It's great. Let's pick up the speed again. So as I was saying about these corners, I was thinking I'd want it to be somewhat similar in size to this, but not exactly sticking out just in one corner, kind of be the full corner here. So this is 5 by 5. I don't know if I could make this look better the way I'd want it to. Probably have to be 7 by 7. Because it'd be sticking out 5 this way and 5 that way. Because I'd like to keep a door here to go inside. But I guess we can have a few turns in there. We could have a door going in and then turn to the side. Otherwise it'd be a door going in. We'd have a hallway going here with a ladder going up. Which means this would have to be a brick. And that would look something like that would be 5 wide. But we'd want it to stick out on this side as well. So it might have to be 7 by 7. So it'd stick out 2 here and 2 here. Which isn't a whole lot. But we'll see what we decide on. Because we could have it stick out 5 this way and 5 that way. That way it would be in line with this. Stick it out 5 this way, 5 that way. Then it'll be about like 8 or 9 wide. That's okay, maybe we could throw some of these on top, on the corners. We have limestone brick. Let's see, what can we use our limestone brick on? Looks like we can get the bottom layer here put in. Extend that out. Nice, this is set up. And it's starting to get cold outside, especially with that cold snap. We don't have much limestone left. We have another cattle. It's great. Settlers are suffering from cold. Oh, I guess they went inside. We also need to finish digging this out. Settlers suffering from cold again. Looks like this one is cleaned edge. Let's fix the rest of these. Caravan has arrived. Alright, slow it down. Let's go trade. Alright. Let's trade all of this that we brought. Except the food. I suppose the cooked food we'll keep for the walk back. Wow, look how much they value our smoked meat. I wonder if it's because they don't have any, or if it's because it's winter. This isn't valued much, but we just needed to sell it. Look at that honey value, too. Pickled vegetables have a great value. Looks like our people ate that on the way. Thought we sent 10 of those, but I could be wrong. Bread we're going to keep to eat on the way back. Same with the honey crisples. One cloth, or wool cloth. Alright. We want your coin. It's easy to carry back. Let's see what you have. Oh, almost 200 limestone brick. That's great. Do you have regular limestone? I'll take regular limestone as well. See what else they have that we might be interested in. Rough wine. That's cheap. That's great. Ale. Relatively cheap. We don't have any of that production in our own base right now, so we want to take that. These are meals. Let's take some meals. Fire traps. Great. We need fire traps. We've seen how well those work. We don't have our own production right now. Metal traps. Alright. Could buy these right now. Not too worried about it. But let's get some artwork. They have animals here. I don't think we need any animals. In fact, we were hoping to trade some of our livestock away that we didn't need to bring back. How are we looking for weight? Doing okay. Sometimes I feel like buying the wood is good, so we don't need to waste time cutting down trees or fuel. Dung brick as well for fuel. I was hoping they'd have more meals. Save some time cooking as well. Let's get some wooden traps. Let's get those stick traps. Every little bit helps. Okay, if we grab the wood, we still have a lot of room. If we grab the dung bricks, we are over. Okay, so let's not grab the dung bricks. What's the weight on these? 0.5, dung brick is 1, okay. What else is here that we might want? Mechanical components. They do have a smaller weight. There isn't too many of them. Same with the wooden ones, so we can buy those, save us some time constructing that. And let's see what animals we can just trade away. Okay, we can trade the sheep. I guess we can't trade too much because we need them to carry the rest. Alright. What are we able to get from you? We want clay brick. We do weigh a lot. Do we have anything that doesn't weigh as much? I guess we get some more food, but we have so much kind of unprocessed food, uncooked food, unprepared food. Eels we could at least salt when we get them back. We don't need ice blocks. We have our own apple orchard. Don't want to worry about these. They weigh too much to bring back anyway. And what is worth the most for them? Paintings. We're getting, they don't weigh a lot. Oil press. A 55 weight. I guess if we could buy an oil press and then not give them some of our sheep. Yeah, that might work out better for us. We don't need to trade the animals away. We just have so many. I guess I could cull them for meat and then we could smoke the meat. It's such a long process, it feels like sometimes. Okay. Let's see if we can just grab the rest of those eels then. We got some weight to work with. How much weight is that? About 30. We got about 30 of these. Yeah, just 30. And we're still bartering towards them. But we'll have some wolf leather. We make clothing out of that. Banners, whatever. Alright. We're getting gold coin and the limestone brick. That's the main reason we sent our merchant caravan out. Get some materials to build with. You know, booze, ale, rough wine. A lot of meals here. Stuffed eggs, roasted meat. That's gonna help just keep our people fed throughout the winter without us having to worry about cooking ourselves. I know food isn't something I need to worry about. We have it. It'll just help our people spend time building. We'll have some paintings to hang. These are fine paintings, which are great. And then we have a lot of traps, especially these fire traps. I'm really glad they had. Interlocation. I believe that's if you want to fight them, which we're not able to. We're on good terms with them. Let's speed that up again now that we're coming back. How are we doing for limestone brick? We got a lot here. Let's fill in these gaps. Oops. Looks like the game stuttered a little bit there. Fill that in. Let's start filling this in as well on this side. Got a lot of extra trees growing in the middle here. How are we doing for wood? 255? Right? It's not a huge amount. But it's not like we need too much right now. We got all our beds built in here. We got all our gold chests set up. Oh, you know what? We didn't build all our beds in here, did we? Oh no, we did. Okay. Excellent. How are our ice blocks doing? Got a lot of ice blocks. You know what? We do have the wood available. Let's build the rest of these shelves in here. It's about 200 or so we'll use there. We can have our folks cut down these dead trees out here. Dead ones will be a little bit faster to cut down in the winter. Yeah, we don't want our people suffering from cold. Garwolf, happy birthday. It's your 42nd. Now, how am I doing on my coal storage? I did set up a few pieces here. I feel like we need to set up coal storage on the inside somewhere. Let's expand this. We can start doing the packaged meal here forever. Let's just do... Oh, you know what? There's too much clicking there. Turn off coal and wood here. We can just do sticks. We'll turn off the dung bricks as well. But we wanted to turn off all the fabric. We don't want to turn everything off. We'll just put the linen on here. So we'll keep all of this going here. And then turn this on forever. So our caravan comes back, which they'll be here shortly. Probably going to be tired. What can we do with this coal? Does coal go bad on the ground? Coal pile. The caravan has returned home. Great. We didn't get raided. They didn't get a surprise attack on the way. That's great. Now that they brought all of this back, you know what? Maybe we should put some clay brick flooring down here, just so you know any of this stuff they bring back can stay here without going bad. Make it last a little bit longer. I know that we usually don't leave it out here too long, but in the case that we bring back so much, it'd be nice to have, you know, it lasts a little longer. Also, we don't want things like this growing here. We have so much clay brick available. Should start covering the inside here. growing. It's dead. Let's take this young one out. This one will wait until it's mature. This tall grass out of here. There's coal here at the sides we can take out. Let's just do a quick check here. See what else is on the sides here that we might need to dig into. More coal. Now we don't want to dig under these walls of ours too much. It says stability of 4 here, but once we start taking out anything underneath, we risk that collapsing. Which we'll rebuild it if we need to. Okay. We have what, 300 and change? 344 I think I saw before the autosave. Each of these is 5. So it's 20, 40, 60. Right? So let's do maybe another 60 this way. So it's 20, 40, 60. It's 120. Plus what? 12 that was? 2, 4, 6, 12. More than enough to fill all of that in. Oh no, this isn't wide enough. Let's turn these back off. I forgot we still need to build the wall out here. Let's start this one. Not as cold today, 2 degrees outside, that's great. Get some of this worked on out here. We don't want to fill this in yet. Beggar arrives, great. Every time they've come lately, we've been able to give them enough clothing and food. They give us something. They give us an address to a loot stash, which is great. And then we go there, we get free things. Lately it's been about 2,000 gold worth, which is awesome. Let's see how our limestone is coming along here. Let's fast forward this. Once the beggar is inside our walls, we'll go and talk to him. Is it a him? Redmond. 47, confident healer. It'd be great if we could recruit you. Especially that you're not a cannibal. That'd be great. Can we host you? Can we host an event for you? What do you mean he's leaving? He just got here. Well, that sucks. Well, it is what it is. Maybe next time I'll just talk to them while they're walking in. It's like, hey man, I know you haven't walked in yet, but here's a bunch of food and clothing. It's like, oh, thanks. It'd be funny if he just ran in and just like took a pile of my coal and left. He's like anti-Santa Claus. It's like instead of giving out coal, he just comes by and takes it. That doesn't really make sense, but a little bummed out that he didn't stay very long. Okay, well, either way, let's see if we can extend this a little bit here, just to make sure we have enough space for all this coal. We want to get this hauled out of here. Turn these ones off urgent because you can't actually get to them. People are suffering from the cold. You know, you need to get, Garwolf, you need to get a hat. You know what, let's go through all of my people here, see if they're wearing things they shouldn't be wearing. I guess I never took off their armor during, you know, after the battle recap. It slows them down when they're moving. Oh, oops, I missed someone. There's one thing there. Okay, back to Alric. If you take a look at the item stats, Great Helm for example, maybe it's not the helmets, I think it's just the armor. Or is it the heavy armor? I remember reading somewhere that armor would slow you down. Yeah, large effect on movement speed. Small effect on movement speed. Helmets don't say any of that, but if you're wearing a helmet, you can't wear a cap to keep you warm. Light armor has no effect on movement speed, so I guess our archers could wear the light armor all the time. That might be something worth considering. Let's go back to normal speed there. Light armor. Just light armor. And let's not have flimsy on here. Let's have that good to flawless. Okay. Great. You are going to be melee, so let's not worry about you wearing light armor. Who else? She is. So you two can wear light armor. Everyone else is light armor. Right from here down. Alright. Happy birthday, Oswald. Looks like a decent amount of the coal got picked up here. We have room still. Awesome. How is our stability? 3. Winter clothes have decomposed. Looks like you don't have a hat or a shirt. Is there anything on this floor for you to grab? One of our chickens died. Alright, let's just pause this real quick. Let's get you to equip something before you go out. That's summer clothes, we don't want that. Let's get you this stag headpiece here. Do we not have apparel? It's all sturdy here. Oh, those hit points are low too. I guess we'll grab this one. The top one? No, it's the second one. Alright, let's take a look at our linen here. You know what? We need to make a lot more than 5. Let's make 20. Because they are bad quality. Flimsy sturdy, yeah. Alright. We brought all of this in earlier. Let's see if we can put any of these traps out. Let's just slow down the speed to just the ×2 right now in case we do have people show up. Fire trap. Okay, we have some down here. Want to put some more fire traps down there. They like to go and hide under our bridge. Let's see, wooden traps. Wooden traps were back here. And the stick traps were the ones that were just in front. Metal traps. Big assortment of traps. Might be a good idea to put traps kind of... I feel like when they want to show up with their ballistas, they're going to be shooting them here, or like, where was that onager? In this area? I forget what the other ballista was that they're putting it up. And maybe we should put traps on these like areas for now as well. Got another dog. That's great. Let's take a look at our animals. And let's set up anyone we need to for hauling. Look at all this extra hauling we'll be getting. Look at all these cats we have. Maybe that's too many. We haven't been running low on animal feed, thankfully. We should definitely trade some cats away. We don't need that many on vermin control. Look at the wildlife here. There's a decent amount of polecats. There's goats in the wild. Male goats, though. Male wolves only. That's okay. If the male wolves will die off eventually, I think the foxes will live longer then. There's only a female fox here. And we have our own wolves, so I'm not worried about wolves dying off in the wild since we have them here in captivity that we can raise. Let's start filling in this soil here in the middle. We don't want that wall to collapse. And then any of this coal on the outside layer, we'll be digging that out from the moat side when we start digging the moat out. We can dig this out slowly as well, get these hills knocked down that we've been wanting to get rid of outside our base, little by little. Let's see, banner, sheepskin, stick trap. Let's get these stick traps put out. Research table, so we can sell that. I don't remember where we got a research table from. Another stick trap. That's weird, did we not grab that stick trap from the right place? Fire trap. Now last time I had fire traps up here, I think our people like walked into it. Thankfully they seem to avoid them, but maybe it was the polecats that set them off. Maybe we can put a fire trap in this corner. Maybe near the stairs here, the slope to get up. And if they are going to be putting it in this area, let's just put it behind that. Maybe they'll walk into that. Right. We have limestone brick available. Still mining a little bit here. Let's see if there's any full limestone we can grab. Want to avoid getting the smaller pieces in the winter of just like gold or silver, and save that for the summer or the spring. We're about halfway through winter. You need to get a hat, apparently. Do I not have caps in these chests? Where are all these caps? They're on the floor here. Is that why my people aren't wearing them? Because they're on the floor? Let's go through everyone here, see who's missing any hats. So your equipping item, great. You need a cap or a headpiece. Okay, that's good. Loot stash has expired. I believe that was the one where we left just some garbage on the ground. Finally expired. Still bummed out that that last beggar just showed up and then left so fast. Is there a piece here on the inside? No. Okay, let's fill in that. urgent. Grab all of this. Clear that out for our people. Now, we were talking about having limestone brick. Got almost 400 there. So let's see, we can do 100 there, another 100, another 100. That's 300. 48 there. Perfect. That'll keep our people busy for a little while. Can build that. What is this up here? Gambison. Is this going to go bad because it's outside? Not currently going to break down, but you know what? Once it rains or it snows, that will change. So let's change that. Now, our animals won't be able to grab these because there's no staircase leading up here. I wonder if it'd be a good idea for us to put stairs to get up there on the inside somehow. Maybe these corners that I'm going to put the door in, if they are going to be like 9 by 9 or 7 by 7, something like that. Maybe I can make it so it's like a staircase going up. Settlers suffering. Let's go through one by one. Which one of you was missing the winter clothes on your chest? You were. Okay. Just one person. Alright, well you have the fine ones coming up, which is great. Are we out of space for coal? Looks like we are. Let's just expand that out. Alright. I wonder if we'll have a raid anytime soon. Or if we will have a settler anytime soon. We have 18 people. Usually it slows down when you get close to the 20 mark. I'm wondering if it's way past that now. You know what? I do want to get rid of all this limestone here as well. And start filling this in. Did I build over any limestone here? I did. You know what? Let's take this out. I want to dig out any limestone here. Before we build, we want to make sure it's just plain dirt. Speaking of dirt, we can fill in some of these spots that we dug out. Let's increase that speed to ×3 again. Looks like once we set up the building, our folks don't mine as much. Guess I don't have enough people set up to mine versus building. You always need everything done. But you can't build without resources, so it makes sense to mine first, but you want to be building, so you have them set up to construct, and then when they run out of resources, then they'll go to mine. But mining is important. These little hills are almost done. This one's still a ways to go, but we'll keep on it little by little. How's our wood? Running a little bit low on wood. Set some of these dead trees to get cut down. Just realized if this is our charcoal here, I should maybe put some wood and charcoal in this area. This person's becoming annoyed. Why are you annoyed? No religious activities. Lacking in entertainment, but we have so much entertainment spots available. Cold, I get that. Ugly apparel, desperate for booze. Did we not bring back so much booze? You know what? It might be time for us to dig out that cellar to ferment, but we have space here to put our booze production. That's medicinal alcohol. So, brewing station. What else do we need? Fermenting station. These are 2x2. Spirit distillery is a lot bigger. What makes what? Vinegar to alcohol and cheese. Okay. How many brewing stations do we want? 2? Oil press, saltpeter. I believe these we'll end up putting on the floor above. Apothecary. Now, do these say what we can put in them? Stove, butchering table. That's fine. Shrines and entertainment we're not putting in. No, not those ones. Great Hall, no. No workstations. Infirmary, can't have a workstation, so that means no apothecary going in there. So we'll consider the apothecary a workstation, I suppose. Limestone brick, iron ingots we have, wood, wood, more wood. Did we end up building those down here? We did, more food storage. And look at that. We have our packaged meals that never expire. So we might end up just putting packaged meals in here. These are going to go bad. Let's clear all packaged meals. Because any food going here, like 4 days, and we don't have any prisoners. No one's eating that. We have summer clothes for prisoners, flawless summer clothing. We don't have any prisoners, but if one of those prison merchants comes by, we'll probably end up purchasing however many we can, just so we can start getting Alric to convert them into more settlers. They'll earn their freedom by joining us. Ice is decomposed. We're making ice here. How is our ice? We got extra ice. Set up more of these traps outside. Stick trap. You know what? Let's not put it there by the fire. I feel like that's going to cause an issue maybe. Let's put the stick traps on the other side here. Bearhead trophy. Yeah, we gotta put trophies on the walls. Banners we have. Metal traps. Okay. Set up a few more of these before we call it a session. Looks like we got that second layer of coal dug out, which is nice. I'll take another look at that shortly. And then we had the trader's return, which means we had more limestone. Look, we still have 200 limestone. These are paintings, fire traps, paintings, stick traps. You can hear all those cats meowing. Okay. Yeah, looks like the coal here's getting dug out pretty well. Let's fill in the soil on these. Soil here. Alright, we'll start the next layer shortly. Looks like the inside here is starting to get filled in. And the walls being built. We're even starting on this side here. This is all dirt we can start filling in. Another cold snap. Really, is this cold snap really showing showing people like changing their religion a lot? Okay. Well, we did pretty good with our building today. Look at that cold snap on the edge of the screen. You can see how cold it looks. People have been building. Wall is coming along. Gonna have to think about what kind of corner battlements here I want to install. I have been thinking about making these one level higher, just to make them actually look like towers throughout the walls. Might do that as well, but before I extend those vertically, I think I want to work on these corner pieces. Now this one, we can work on the outside, but we can't work on the inside until I get the coal dug out. So while we're digging out the coal, I guess I can start thinking about how I'm going to dig this out, and we can start mining this part of the moat outwards as well. Little hill is disappearing, which is good, because when I take these little kind of screenshots for the thumbnail, it's a lot nicer to be able to zoom in and not have this little dirt hill here in the way. It's definitely getting icy. Alright, well, thanks for stopping by, supporting the channel. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Have a great one.